Hey everybody, it's Tie-Dye here. As you can see from my tie-dyed shirt, as you all know, if you've been following my channel, that I am a backpacker. In the backpacking community, there's much talk about what it means to be an ultralight backpacker and how it can help you with your hike. I went through my pack and I found a few ways that I can actually cut some weight, and it might put me in the ultralight bracket. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what I've done to reduce weight. This is my sleeping pad. It is a Sea Summit Ultralight XT. It's the insulated women's large. It weighs 22 ounces. I found that if I were to leave that at home and use a closed cell foam pad, that I can reduce the weight of that down to 2.5 ounces. Now I am a side sleeper pretty much all the time, so I decided on that, instead of using the full size foam pad, I decided to cut it down to fit only the areas that are laying on the ground, which would be my hips and my hip and my shoulder. So I've cut it down to 2 pieces here. By doing so, that will save me 19.5 ounces. That's pretty good. Another thing that I found where I could cut weight was with my pillow. I carry a Sea Summit Arrows pillow with a pillowcase that weighs, this total thing is 5 ounces. Now if I were to leave this home and carry this, which is a packaging pillow, I can shave the entire 5 ounces. Now this right here I found that was not actually tall enough, so if I use 2 of them, this on the scale does not even register on the kitchen scale, but I found if I use 2 of them, it comes up to 5/100ths of an ounce. So that saves, I mean, pretty much the whole pillowcase thing. So if I leave that home and take this, I've saved basically 5 ounces. Now there was the question of whether or not this would be comfortable, the plastic would be comfortable against my skin, and I decided, well, that probably wouldn't, because it would stick. And I decided really I can just carry my underwear and just, wrap it around it and make it a little more comfortable. Another way I found that I can save some weight is with my camp shoes. I generally carry my Crocs, and this is how I got my name, is because of the tie-dye of that and my sweat rag. So with the Crocs, they weigh 10.8 ounces. Now if I were to leave these home and go with bread sacks for my camp shoes, I can save 10.3 ounces, because this is ½ an ounce for these 2 bread sacks, and the Crocs are 10.8 ounces. Oh, and by the way, I'm sure all bread sacks probably weigh a little bit differently. These are the Days Killer bread sacks, which are not it's a short bread loaf, which makes a shorter bag, so that's one thing to consider if you want to go this route. Another way I found that I can reduce weight is with my cook kit. The stove and fuel in my cook kit weighs about 9 ounces. Now if I were to leave both of those at home and carry just the lighter, I can save, the lighter is ½ an ounce, so I can save 8.5 ounces. So you would just use the lighter like this and boil your water. It may take a little while. I'm not sure how long that would last, but that's a significant amount of weight. It may be something worth trying. Another thing is the lighter actually could double as a light source instead of carrying a headlamp, which I'm not sure. I think this may be about 8 ounces maybe. Using that also in place of the headlamp, you could reduce the weight even further. And by reducing all of that I just showed you, I can save 43.3 ounces. That's a whopping 2 pounds. I think that's pretty good. That just might put me into the category of ultralight backpacker. What do you think? As I have the foam, closed cell foam just under my hip and shoulders, and it seems to fit just fine. Yeah, I think this can work. And with my pillow, like that really does work. Now I don't like the feel of that plastic against my skin, so I would definitely want to wrap the underwear around that, just so that doesn't stick to my face. That feels, oh wow, that's nice. I like that. That's good.